seat, grab a seat, or feel free to stand there in the back. We'd like to get started with the program. Laura, tell me when you're ready. Ready? Okay, good morning. If we could take a seat, please feel free. There's some seats available. If not, if you'll bear with us, we'll have a short agenda today, so you could stand there in the back and try to get some shade. So good morning. My name is Belinda Reyes, and I am with the Office of Commissioner Eli Torres for Hidalgo County. Welcome here today. We have a short program agenda planned, and so we thank all of you for joining us. We're going to have a invocation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you could please bow your heads. Lord, be with us on this special occasion as we give thanks for this ground on which we stand. Today, we embark on breaking ground on a very important project that will improve and enhance the drainage system for so many. We come to this day after many days of planning and discussing. We give thanks to those who have done this work and for the help from our professionals. We give thanks today for those gathered, for our friends and supporters, and we ask for good days and deep blessings for each of us, especially those that will be involved in the daily operations of this project. As we watch this expansion of our project come to reality, may we never lose sight of our mission to continue the collaborative efforts. We ask this in Jesus' name, amen. Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Nelda, do we have the list? Before we begin, I'd like to recognize, sorry, I didn't see you. Thank you. We'd like to recognize elected officials and department heads that are here today. First off, and we'll hear from them later, we have Congressman Vicente Gonzalez. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Eli Torres for Precinct 4. Okay, thank you. We also have with us Pepe Cabeza de Vaca on behalf of the City Commission of McAllen and Precinct 4. Isaac Ibram on behalf of State Representative Oscar Longoria. Joaquin Zamora, City of McAllen Commissioner. Johnny Garcia for the City of Edinburgh, Place 3. Jason De Leon, City of Edinburgh. Dan Diaz, City of Edinburgh. Letty Flores, School Board for ECISD. Mr. Carlos Gutierrez, on behalf of Senator Juan Chuy Hinojosa's office. We have Constable Gayetan as well for Precinct 4, Hidalgo County. Is there any elected official that I may have left out? Anthony Uresti from the County Planning Department. And the County Judge's Office? No. Planning, right? Okay. I was going to the department list. La Joya Independent School District. Yes, thank you. Okay. Okay, so we have, okay, I guess I was going to recognize some individuals from departments and other offices that are here. Ron Whitlock from the Guardian, thank you. Anthony Uresti from the Planning Department. Omar Anzaldúa. Yvette Barrera from the Drainage District. Brenda Rangel from the Congressman Gonzalez's office. Jaime Salazar and Mr. Cecine as well from our General Manager from the Drainage District. John Uvalle from the Texas Division of Emergency Management. Lorenzo Ortiz from our Hidalgo County Safety. And let me see here. Okay, we have Representative Joseph Quiltan from TDEM as well. So thank you all for being here. Okay, now it's my pleasure to go ahead and introduce to you our Commissioner, Eli Torres, who will start off with remarks.
Well, good morning, everyone. It truly is a beautiful day here in the great city of Edinburgh, and it's even better because it's in Precinct 4. All right, yes, absolutely. You know, it was just over a year ago, and actually to be exact, in May of 2022, that we made an incredible award announcement on this very ground that we stand on. And some of you were here with us then. We want to thank our Congressman Vicente Gonzalez for his leadership and his advocacy of Hidalgo County and for projects like this. This project, as was mentioned before, will benefit so many lives. We also thank the Texas Department of Emergency Management, TDEM, for their support and efforts on this much needed funding. Local, state, and federal partnerships are key in improving communities. And you will hear from both offices in just a moment. I'm just going to point out some of the points in this project, and I'm proud to say that this project is going to make a major improvement in our drainage system that pretty much is outdated, that is a little too small for the size of our county. Projects like this are essential with partnerships, of course, and we can make a bigger difference when we work together and in collaboration. The engineering design was done in-house via our wonderful engineering team at the Hidalgo County Drainage District number 1. So I really want to applaud them for all their efforts. With a construction timeline of 180 days, Welch Excavation and Utility Company is the contractor that was awarded with this project, and the management is being done by B2Z Engineering. They will have the oversight of this project. And again, it's estimated to take about 180 days, and completion is expected in January of 2024. Now, this critical project will widen approximately 3.5 miles of the existing North Main drain, which is increasing the capacity of Hidalgo County's drainage system by several millions of cubic yards. If you can just put this into perspective, we're trying to take a 2-lane water highway to a 6-lane water highway. So that is a tremendous difference that it's going to make for all our citizens. The expansion limits include linear drainage starting at Canton Road, where we're currently at, all the way to Russell Road, also known as 17.5 in Edinburgh. Now, severe flooding has consistently plagued Hidalgo County as well as the Rio Grande Valley. The existing infrastructure is unable to handle the excessive rains. That's why projects like this are so important. The improvements that Hidalgo County Drainage District number 1 proposes will provide immediate and cost-effective mitigation relief to a significant portion of Hidalgo County within the northern portions of McAllen and Edinburgh. And of course, I want to acknowledge our city councilmen that are here from the city of McAllen and Edinburgh, and Mayor Ramiro Garza. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for being here. This is really important to the citizens of McAllen and Edinburgh equally. Between the county and the Hidalgo County Drainage District number 1, we have collaborated to seek funding for regional flood control projects. With the support of many elected officials and others, we have proven that working together, we can make our voices heard. Again, we want to thank our city officials, our school district, the hospital and community leaders, and their leaders' letters of support for this project that were very much needed when we asked for that money from the congressman. So again, I want to thank Congressman Gonzalez and his staff for their efforts in getting the packet together and presenting the information in Washington, D.C. Congressman, thank you for your diligent advocacy of these types of projects that truly benefit our communities. The beneficiaries from this project include several residents of Hidalgo County from many households, businesses such as DHR, UTRGV, Hidalgo County, our new courthouse, and of course the surrounding schools, and many more. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and joining us today. And now I'd like to invite Congressman Gonzalez to the podium for remarks. And again, we want to thank him sincerely for all his efforts.
Thank you so much. It's a true honor and pleasure to be with you here this morning. And it's as the commissioner said, just about a year ago, we were celebrating the $3.7 million earmark that we got. And we couldn't have done it without teamwork. And I say that because there were no earmarks when I got to Congress. They had been abolished. We weren't doing them again. Then finally they said, well, we're going to do earmarks. And I was like, well, what are earmarks? And they said, well, it's a puddle of money that you get to take back to your district, and you get to choose projects that are important. And infrastructure, healthcare, and education have always been on the top of my list. And I came back and I met with Commissioner Torres and Commissioner Fuentes and Mr. Cecin. I know you remember this well. And immediately I told them, hey, there's some money that we can use for infrastructure. And Mr. Cecin pulled out his map and said, this is the best place that we could be investing that resource that you have. And we came together and we took it back to Washington, and we were able to fund this project along with many other projects around the district. Flooding is a problem in South Texas, and it's a problem in Cameron County, and it's a problem in Hidalgo County, and it's a problem throughout the region, and it's a place that we never get enough. And a place that we keep fighting for every day when we're talking about infrastructure is help us drain our water in a major storm. And we haven't had a Category 3 or 4 in a while, but when we do, we'll see how much more we still have to go. And that's something that I continue to fight for in Washington. We just passed that bipartisan infrastructure bill under President Biden, $2.3 trillion in infrastructure. And I tell folks, this is historic. We will never see this again in our lifetime. And we haven't made an investment like this on infrastructure in almost 100 years. And our roads and bridges and airports and ports of entry, as you see, have deteriorated. And if you travel to another country, to an airport, and you come back to our airports, you feel like you've taken a step down. And it's because of the lack of infrastructure investment that we've had for a very long time. But thankfully, the money is here. We brought almost $6 billion to the district in the last 6 years. This being some of that money, we're going to continue doing it. We're going to make sure our schools are doing well, our elderly are doing well, our kids have a bright future right here in this region, and we definitely want to make sure that homes and businesses never flood. And the only way we could do it is by having smart plans. Thank you, Mr. Cecin, for giving us the advice that we need. I'm not an engineer, I'm just a simple lawyer, so I always listen to engineers when they tell me the water goes this way if you invest and you create a drainage system. And we continue to work on the Raymondville drain, which is now probably $1 billion project. This has been going on, or they've been trying to push it since 1986. And when I got to Washington, it was, I think, a $650 million project. And it's hard to get that much money at one time, but I keep telling them, if you don't give it to us and we don't build it and we don't get it done, when we do have that Category 3 or 4, you're going to wish you had. Because you're going to come down here and invest 10 times what it would have cost to do it right the first time and do it right early on. So we're going to continue to advocate for more resources for infrastructure and certainly for flooding in our region, and until it's completely done and it's not a problem. We're also investing heavily in Wi-Fi. We're getting everybody connected. So there's great things coming. You're going to start seeing this materialize over the next few years. And to elected officials who are here, I ask you, have shovel-ready projects, even if you don't have the funding. And I know, Mayor, we talked about this, even if the funding is not there now, because when the opportunity comes, they usually give us 3 weeks to turn in the project. And they need to know what it is and what it costs and how long it takes to get done. And they want to see things getting done fast, right? Because people like to see that their investment is now something tangible that people get to see and appreciate. So this is one example of it. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. And thank you for your support. Thank you for all the officials who are here and all the officials who participated in making today a reality. Es un placer estar aquí con todos celebrando un proyecto muy bonito de drenaje que tenemos ya varios años estar trabajando en él. Conseguimos $3.7 millones para este proyecto para asegurar que nuestras comunidades, nuestros pequeños negocios, gente de tercera edad, niños tengan una comunidad con buen drenaje, que no se inunda cuando lleguen tormentas. Y ahorita estamos celebrando algo histórico, fondos que estamos trayendo de Washington para proyectos de este tipo. Vamos a seguir luchando para más dinero. En los últimos 6 años hemos traído $6,000 millones de recursos federales, y una gran parte de eso ha sido para proyectos de infraestructura. Juntos podemos hacer más. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Congressman. And now, just one more presenter. We have Mr. Raul Cecin, General Manager, Engineer for the Hidalgo County Drainage District, for some brief technical remarks on the project.
Good morning, everyone. Again, thank you, Congressman, and thank you, Commissioner Torres, for your leadership on this project. I'd like to thank the judge and the rest of the board, the rest of the commissioners for the support of the Drainage District. First of all, I want to thank TDEM. TDEM was very, very instrumental in getting this project moving along. Just last year in May, we were here talking about the award, and here we are a little over a year later and already under construction. And we should be done by this project within 18 months. So, as Congress has said right now, give us the money, and they want to see people move efficiently, and that's what we've done here with this project. Again, with the leadership of Commissioner Torres, we've been able to get this project moving and get it done in the direction that we're going. We are going to be creating a lot more these type of projects as we have been throughout this area, so we definitely appreciate the partnerships, and we can't do it without the support of our state and federal leaders, so we greatly appreciate that as well. So again, we're ready to continue with these type of projects, continue developing these projects for our community, and we appreciate again the opportunity to be part of this, Commissioner. Thank you again for everyone being here, and I do want to thank also my Chief of Staff, Jaime, and Omar, and Yvette, my Assistant General Managers that work very hard to get these projects to the point that they're at. Omar is running point on this project, did all the design in-house with our team, so we're very proud of that. Again, thank you again for allowing us to be a part of this, and we look forward to doing these more groundbreakings, these type of projects that help improve our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sassine. This concludes the agenda for today. We invite you to join Congressman and Commissioner Torres for a photo opportunity. Laura will help us coordinate those photos, but please join us. We also have some water and refreshments in the back. Thank you so